Hello, 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 everybody. Monty back, and we're playing some more Train Fever. It's 1970. Thanks for your patience. I know it's been a few weeks since I've posted my last episode for Train Fever. I've been fighting sickness and traveling and all that stuff, but enough excuses. Let's get to it. It's 1970. A big thing that we're going to have to deal with is car traffic is now becoming a really big problem. However, we're just going to be watching this train while I kind of give a quick preview. I want to definitely spend some of this 45 million. Even though it's on hard, I'm going to take a risk with only 30 years left of this series. I'd really like to get it trucking. One thing we're going to also be working on is I'm going to be adding some more city-to-city bus lines and tram lines because they are just my money makers. And with those cars that I was talking about, everyone seems to be getting personal cars. I don't know if there's just a really good deal on cars in the 1970s, but it seems like everyone has one, and they're using it to go to city, and they're not using my trains. And when they use their cars, I get nothing. So, we're going to work on that. I do want to waste my money on some new train tracks for future builds. And what I'll do with my existing track, like this guy right here, I will probably downgrade just the train to the little smaller individual engine passenger car thing like we were building over on the other side. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Something else that we can do, then now it's the 70s, which probably happened a few years ago when we were able to do it, but we can upgrade our crossings and do some fun stuff like that. So I think we're going to have a lot of fun stuff to do. What I'm going to do this episode is actually kind of jump a few years ahead in time. So I'm going to do some building on my own. I know, but hey, come on. If you guys want to build out a whole track, then you got to play it yourself. You don't need to be watching me make track. That's a whole nother story. But I think we've built enough. I'm just going to kind of, let's look at this guy kind of pull into town, go under the bridges here. Also, don't forget, because I almost always forget. Follow him. You can control this little camera here, like zoom out and zoom in and things like that. There it is. You got to do the middle mouse button to turn it. So you could even do something like that. You know what would be neat though is if you could expand this out a little bit to make this window bigger. Like a bigger view window. I don't know. Little request. Something else I noticed, click on somebody. Shh, I'll be quiet. Actually, I'm going to click off this train. When you click on a car or a person now, they make little noises, and what's too bad is it's just a male and female voice are the only two options, and it's like or let's find a guy. Or that's what we get. So one of the options I was thinking is look at all this car traffic. These country roads, if you remember, or maybe I haven't really talked about this too much, you can see the 2-lane street with a speed limit of 19, of 31, of 43. I could drop this down and see the country roads 37, 50, and 62. So if I want to slow these cars down, I could upgrade, for example, we'll do upgrade this road here to regular streets. And what this is going to do is just slow the vehicles down and help. Why doesn't it want me to upgrade that? Need bypass first, huh? And these are, the game now has a mod, however, it will disable the achievements to where you can actually disable the main connection. However, I do enjoy the challenge, but on hard, and in the 1970s, well, traffic is just killing my trains. Now, we've kind of neglected Shefford back here. Besides this being the goods creator for this entire side of the map, we have no transportation between Shard here and Crowell and Shefford. And, I'm thinking about building a really cool train system around this mountain. Kind of like a big loop, so it'll actually go this way to this city and then this way back, instead of having a line where they just go back and forth. Kind of just make something a little bit more creative and interesting so we can have fun with that. Now the question is for here. We've got, if you look at our lines, visible only, just straight up and down, we have this line 8. Now line 8 is just our goods line here. So I'm thinking, what should we make a tram here? Or I did make this little extension right here already from our wonderful station here. I got a nice little tunnel going under all these wonderful buildings. You know, this kind of reminds me of Portland, Oregon. They have the light rail. It goes under all the houses on the hill. Very cool look. So yeah, I'm going to be doing some building out of this. Maybe make some cool bridges out here. Wow, look at that. Millions and millions and millions. And I will catch you guys back in 1971, 72. We'll see how long it takes me to build out these tracks, and I will catch you shortly. So what will be minutes and hours and days for me will be seconds for you. Hold tight. All right, didn't take too long. It's actually only April of 1971. I've lost over 10 million. And if you look at this train right here, my finances, not so great. I'm losing a lot of money. However, it's a fresh new line. That's Shefford, or Sheffield, or whatever it's called. We'll figure it out soon. In the background, this guy, like I said, I've got this mountain pass, which we're going to speed this up so we can kind of enjoy this at a faster pace. And it's just a very simple train right now. I almost could go with one passenger car less, but I want to have the capacity available, and it's only a 6-minute loop from station to station, and you can see the backtrack on the way back. It's really, really neat, actually. It turned out really, really good. It came out way better than I thought it would, and I expected to lose a lot more money. Now, again, this is one that's not for profit. This is a not-for-profit organization, Train Fever. We just give people rides for free. It's not about the money, because I'm just that kind of a nice guy. No, we are all about the money. We're going to get this money back. Actually, as you can see, we are slowly increasing. I did add a bus line, which I will show you shortly as well, but I thought this was just awesome. I'm going to go full speed while he picks up some passengers. Let's see how he did. 15 out of 40. So every stop, he seems to be improving. Now, I forgot, the one thing that I did forget was when I was building these bridges, this isn't my favorite style. However, I just kept it as default and I was just going for it. But very cool mix of bridges and tunnels and everything. This side is much more enjoyable in the mountain pass. I did come through with the texture tool and try to kind of smooth out some of these mountains. So that's good. Here we have it. It's been built. It wasn't that fun to watch, and it made it a lot easier for me not to do commentary while I'm fighting with road bends and things like that. I put a little depot here for this station. So we'll see how that goes. Now, back to the beef. This line is still, let's see how the goods are doing. 36 out of 39. Finances, nothing. So it was losing a lot more money, but remember in 1969, that was when it actually had no route for some time, and there was goods at different places. Now it's a little bit more organized, and if you look at COG, boom, 60 out of 60. So I actually don't care that we're losing money here because our town's happy, it's growing. I've just got to continually work on my downtown tram lines and bus lines and all that good stuff. But what I'm excited about seeing is just playing, not just letting the game play and not messing with anything. 40 million. I am slowly increasing. And remember, you mouse over this number and you can actually watch it. But remember, beginning of the month, you lose your money. Let the month play out. And at the first of the month, if you're continuously losing more money than you are actually improving it. So remember, I dropped all the way down to like 38 million. And then I'm increasing up. It's December 18th. And then, of course, sometimes this matters on where are my trains, when are they making money. But see, now I'm at 40.2. The end of the December is about to hit, so it's going to be 1972. Bam, I'm going to lose money. 39.5. But remember, last month we went down to 38. So even though we see that drop at the beginning of every month, this is why it's good to just let this game play out and make sure you're slowly turning a profit. So 1972, hard mode. We've got train lines just losing $500,000 every month or every year or whatever. Ooh, new vehicles available. And the MAN SL192. We got a new bus. Oh, we got a new bus. Let's do it. So I'm going to add a new line here. I did not actually add this line yet, so that's going to be perfect. Wait. Yeah, church to to Albert right here. And I definitely do not like that line color. Let's go with a black line here, because that's going to be pretty easy to see. Yeah, that looks good. Now we just have to add some cars to this. So where are my car depots? I have one way back here by road vehicles. Let's get the new bus. Let's check it out. This one goes 50 and 15. This one's got 16 and goes 56 miles per hour. Because of that, it's so fast. These buses are going to be going back and forth, and 16 passengers is pretty good. I'm only going to buy 2. Remember before we were having to buy like 11 carriages, 20 carriages to make a profit and to actually make it so they're getting the people going? Not anymore. Not with normal modern buses. We are, well, I guess we're not trucking. I guess we're bussing. Here we go. Let's check them out. Road vehicle 25. Pretty cool. You know, you'd have like the name of the next stop on the digital display, or it would constantly say out of service is always my luck. But yeah, this is a cool one. Very interesting. That's the other. I'm excited to go with my new series because I'm going to mess with mods. I'm going to be messing with the USA content. I'm going to be messing with all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be good times. Oh, there goes one of the older buses. The bus I can't pronounce. And it looks like we're driving on a tram line. We got all kinds of stuff that's possible. And remember, this bus is just going to its first stop right here. Hasn't really established itself yet, so we'll let this line run for a little bit. And we have now made it through 1971 and 72. We're doing good. Oh, wow, I'm really surprised with the car traffic on this road. Look at this. Huh. Very interesting, because I also have the buses, which are full. So we'll see and upgrade these buses over time. But if you look at just this line, look at that. 630K off of a city-to-city bus line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, just because I'm a curious person, I would like to see how many people are waiting at this stop. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. I mean, it has really leveled itself out, because if you look at just one of these guys hold, what, 15 people? Yeah. And it is the Maidcog, and if you look at Maidcog bus line, 7 people. And where is the next bus? Right here. 8 people, 9. So this should top out right at about 14, 15 when this bus gets here. They have properly spaced each other out, so it's all looking really, really good. I'm happy about all the stuff that I'm seeing. All of it. It's all good. So, what now? What now? There's so much to do. Also, I would love some tips. Not tips, or please, give me tips. I do love tips. But on the next series, what size map should I do? This is that medium map, so it's a little bit bigger. Should I go with the humongous, crazy, massive lag of the 2000 era when the cities just get ridiculous? I don't know. I got some pretty good processing power and stuff, so maybe we could go with just a huge map. I can maybe even pull off some of those high-speed rail lines, and I'm talking way in the future. But it is what it is, and things are looking good. So I think I have to do a little pass on all these places. How's this guy doing? Oh, look at that, 32 out of 32. We are almost not losing money here. If you've noticed, I just have now 2 trains, 1 passenger car each, and of course, the engine itself is a passenger car as well. So I'm thinking about using that same car on the B&H line. And the reason for that is if you come up here and look at these 2 lines and go railroad only, look at this side of the town. Lots of money, big time losers. And let's see how they're doing now. Well, just not that great. Look at this. 24 out of 54, 43 out of 60. It's just not cutting it for me. If you look at the details, it's only 15 years old. I'm going to leave that to you guys. I would like a suggestion for these 2 lines, the Maid Der and the B&H Der, the yellow and the red line. Now, should I stay trains on one of them or go with, and of course, what I'm talking about, this is a train as well, right? I mean, I could, this little rail bus, and the rail bus only is good until 1985. So I'm thinking that I want to do rail buses on these lines as well, at least until they get established. If you noticed, Oh, did I use it? I thought I might have used this new Class 218 over on this new line, but now that I think about it, I didn't. I used the Noahab. So I might have to use this one. But if you look at it, come on, look at this guy. 580K, 81 miles per hour. This one, 87 miles per hour, but 720K. We already got problems losing money. I don't really need this line going that much faster. But as you can see, every time this guy comes around, he's picking up a few more and more people. The other reason this line is struggling, before you just blow up my comments, because I know you're wondering about it, my positioning of these stations is for expansion. They're not put in the most appropriate part of the towns that would create passengers that would want to go from city to city. Not yet. I'm planning for the future. I like putting my bus stations and train stations kind of off on the edge of town to promote new growth and just kind of see how the cities grow out that way. I think it's pretty fun. And same thing with Shefford over here. This one's a little bit better, but if you look, see, here's the new station. There's already 12 people waiting, and the train's probably not even halfway here. Look at that. It's going to be good. Check out all these new little houses. This was built 1970, 70, 70, 70. See, 71, 72. All this is new growth. Now, what is going on with all these roads? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't want to build houses. It just wants to build lots of roads. I don't know what's up with this. Actually, I think I'm going to do something about it and get rid of all those. And let's do a little bit of an upgrade on the other roads here. We'll do an upgrade on, let's say, keep tram track, keep bus lines, sure. And we will go with this guy. Looks good. Nice little upgrades. And, check this guy pulling into the station, and we'll see the total number he gets. Look at everyone waiting, hanging out. So he's going home, so that's nice. And it's going to fill up halfway, 20 out of 40. So I think I put the cars on here, but like I said, I kind of want to see how that plays out. So we've got a pretty good speed. I'm slowly making money. And it's 1973. So let's check. I'm going to go all, and I'm going to go not just visible only. I'm going to just go everything. And let's look at our troublemakers. Let's kind of do a little route analysis, managed lines and analysis. So we've got some really big money makers, and of course they're the bus lines. And we've got some losers in the towns, which are just helping us transport people from, you know, the commercial to the residents and residents to the train stations. I'm wanting to make sure that I get the transportation from the people on the inner city to the bus stations that transport them from city to city as well. Just so people are using my stuff and paying me the big bucks. So we've got some goods lines, of course, that are doing well. We've got goods lines that are on edge. I could probably go fine-tune these a little bit more. This guy's making real good money. My goods lines, what am I doing wrong? I think the problem is the distance, because it's an 8-minute route. And even though I'm keeping the city full, I am losing a lot of money. So I think if it was like a better distance to goods ratio, I'd get paid more money. Or honestly, I love the game a lot. I know a lot of it, but there's little things like that I just, I haven't dove that intensely deep into it to figure it out. But we'll see. What else we got? What else? Look at this. Durcrow making money. Amazing that it's making money, especially with these older trains. It's not always making money. It's hit or miss, but we'll let it play out. What else? I want to find our biggest... What I like to do is find the biggest loser. And when I find the biggest loser, I fix it or delete it or just change it up completely, which is either changing the vehicles or whatnot. So, again, cool stuff. Well, besides Train Fever, what have you guys been playing lately? I mean, I've been doing some weird Mech Warrior stuff, and I know that's a way different than this, so I don't know if, of course, the people who are into my Train Fever videos, you might not be into my Mech Warrior stuff, but it's a pretty fun kind of first-person shooter, but not so violent as, like, you're not shooting people, you're shooting other mechs, like you're in a 100-ton, big mechanical warfare, cool mechs. That's what they are. And what else have I been doing? I'm so sorry about my City Skylines. I've really been slacking on. This one I knew I wanted to spread out my episodes. The Skylines, I have rebuilt my town. The problem there was just interest and an overload of mods and just time not there. So it is what it is. And I hope you guys are enjoying this episode. I feel like I'm just like moving around the map and going in circles, but there's just not so much to build. It's kind of just let's hang out this episode. It's the 70s, man. We just chill. It's just groovy. It is what it is. So we're back to it. We're looking at all these little cars. We're in the factories. We're in the good old smoky. It's like, well, it's not like London at all for how small this is, but it's always what it reminds me of, that old industrial style London with all the smog and stuff. So pretty cool. We never figured out what we want to do here. If you look, I've built... All right, this is what we're going to do. I got the money. I'm making money, so I can lose a little bit. Let's try something. I said I'm not going to build on camera, and what am I doing? Now I'm building on camera. We're going to do something cool here. I want to see if I can... Oh, yeah, I can. Look how interesting this is going to be. We're going to have this guy go under... up. I'm just getting a big picture. Okay, I need to go in between these two mountains. Or hills. I guess those aren't really mountains. And let's see what happens if I try to connect here. I just didn't want a slope too high. Let's see, is that connected? No. That's connected. Bridge, pillar, collision. And that's going to be on what? Probably that road. So I want to see if I can go like to here and then here. Is that going to be oh, that'll be good. Yep. And that's connection. Cool. So we are now connected from here to here. And what I was thinking is if these trains, which they're making money now, I just did not expect for Durkrow to really make that much money. Because what I was thinking was pull one of these guys off of this line and have them start operating this line. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm just going to throw a little tiny rail bus on there. Now, what line is that? Sorry. What line is it? Oh, it's a non-existing line, new line. I'm going to go from this station to this station. And what color shall we use? Hot pink. I don't think I've ever used it. Why not? You gotta use pink every once in a while, I guess. And well, I guess you don't have to, but I am. We'll do a rail bus. We're gonna buy it, and we're gonna put this guy on line 11. And look, he's waiting for a free path. That's good. I'm really happy that they made the animation for the doors opening. Something simple, but I'm sorry, I was just tired of seeing trains drive through a closed door. So I'm really pretty impressed of what these guys came up with for basically software that was made to show how cities develop and turned it into a train game. I'm really hoping they take the success of this game and turn it into Train Fever 2. Come on, guys. We want more train games. Or what else? I don't know. You guys want to see me play some Sid Meier's or something like that? I don't know. Just options. Spitballing. And or if there's other games completely different than Train Fever, what would you like to see? I am curious of your thoughts. So what I got to do is put some signals here, right? I got to put a signal there. I got to put a signal. Oh, I can sneak it in right there, just so a train stops here if I have a train coming in here this way. And on this side, ooh, am I going to be able to do it? I have to put it right here. Yes, right on the other side of the tunnel. And then this guy's going to need one right here. Which, oh, he let me do it even though the train was there. So we're good. New train line. We just got to wait for my little rail bus, poor little guy, to make it all the way around. But we're going to go full speed. Wham! You know, it's like the trolley from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Cool stuff, man. Well, we saw this earlier. That's what it is. That's how it's going. Let me bring you guys back. Now that I'm making money, I don't want to just say, let's call it an episode and leave you guys stranded Oh wait, no, but I am. I'm going to go ahead and call this one. It's almost 1975, so we made it about 5 years. I'm going to spend what I usually do is like I show off the first 5 years and then I fix everything that I broke in the second 5 years off camera. I'll bring you guys back 1980, but I am an 80s child. So, yes, we're going to be in the 80s and then the 90s and then we're done. It's going to be amazing. We're almost there, guys. So again, thank you for your patience. I love the comments, the posts. Share with your friends, subscribe, do whatever. Make a Monty Rico Gaming fan page. I don't care. Now, I will talk to you guys later. Look forward to your comments, and I will see you later. And again, I'm talking and looking at the microphone when you guys are up there. So I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.